What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff Kaplan. Today I'm bringing you Chieftain Throneroom. This is the level 45 dungeon. I basically just recorded gameplay of one of my runs, and I'm going to do some voiceover to go over some of the bosses and different mechanics. In case any of you have questions, you can leave a comment down below, and we'll try our best to get the answers. It is a party of 5. Gear score, like I said, 18-16. I do recommend 2 to 3 damage dealers if possible. 1 debuffer, and either a priest or CM Satyr. I do think the priest is nice because of the shields. So let's just go ahead and get right into this. You're going to go ahead and spawn here in the room. You're going to kill a bunch of kobolds along the way. You're going to make your way down to the first level. And down there you will find a kobold named Foreman Jeff. So with Foreman Jeff, basically what you're going to do is just kill him, all his little minions. He's a basic kobold. He's going to hit you with the knockups, the stuns. He's going to throw shit at you, try to beat you down into the ground. Typical kobold behavior. I did go ahead and fast forward some of this so you don't have to see me Blades of Justice a bajillion times. Just go ahead and fast forward some of this. You're just going to kill these mobs. Just knock them all out, make your way to the bridge. And there's this bridge keeper guy here, this foreman. He's another typical foreman. The only thing different about him is at 50% HP, he will do a smoke screen and he will stun you. If you are fast enough, about a second or two before he hits that 50% mark, you can go ahead and start running towards the bridge and avoid getting stunned. Here, I did not do that, so you're just going to see me get stunned, and then what we're going to do is make our way up the bridge and kill another handful of foremans. They're just basic foremans. They got arrows, they got axes, you know, typical foreman behavior. Just going to kill them all, fast forward through it, and we're going to make our way to the first boss. We're coming up to Snitch here. Thing about him is that there are all these dynamite on the ground. He is going to put a mark on you or a teammate. The goal is to stand close to or behind one of these crates and have him charge at you to stun him. He'll always start off with throwing rocks from the sky. I'm really bad at avoiding those. He'll swipe, he'll charge at you like typical wyvern behavior. Just stand behind one of these crates just in case you get the mark. He will be stunned for about 10 or 15 seconds once he hits one. Looks like he hit a teammate there, so you'll see him go down for about 10-15 seconds. Best time is to damage him right here. You'll see me standing by a crate just in case he happens to fly at me. Which it does look like I'm going to get the mark here when he comes back up. Now I do try to run away from this. I do take a little bit of damage. The goal is to try to avoid the dynamite so you don't take explosion damage. Luckily I tank it and we kill the boss. Up next we're going to make our way over to this first mini boss. It is a golem. Nothing really special about him other than these dynamites and his shields. He will throw shields up right when he spawns, so definitely set off these dynamite right away. You want to knock him down and stun him. This will give you a perfect opportunity to do some damage and quickly chip out his health. There he goes, he takes the fall, and we're going to start laying some damage into him. He dies fairly quickly if you have enough damage in the group. After you kill him, you're going to have a whole line of mobs. There's 2 methods here. You can go slow and kill them all, which is fine. Do avoid those dynamites along the way. Or you can pull all the way through. You can just run past everything as a group and run straight to the boss and start it. They will get stuck on the outside. This boss is a little trickier. What you're going to want to do is watch for your teammate that has a bomb above their head. That teammate should run to the corner of the map and it will drop a slime on the ground. The slime is what will prevent you from falling off when this boss does his special attack, which is a big bomb. You'll also notice red marks on the floor, these squares. The squares will explode, so do avoid those when you see them flashing. Here we're going to gather on the slime and avoid the bomb attack as you see. And from there you're just going to repeat that cycle. That's really all that he does. He's going to be throwing random dynamites on the ground. He'll put the big dynamite above one of your teammates' head, and you will go to the slime for shelter when he does his big bomb attack. After that, you're going to find just a regular golem on the other side of this bridge. Nothing too crazy or special about him. Go ahead and kill this mob and all the other smaller mobs along the way. They're not that crazy. They're pretty easy to kill. There's some dynamite along the way. And when you get to the bridge up here, I do recommend just taking it section by section. You could pull all the mobs and try to kill them all, but it gets a little crazy with the arrows. So just kind of kill them one at a time as you cross the bridge. And I did slow it down up here because these next two mobs right here are worth noting. One does arrows and the other one does a slam attack. These guys do hurt and they have a lot of HP. I recommend grouping them up and damaging them down together, or just picking one. Up next, you want to make sure your gear score is at 1890 or higher. It's a hidden gear score for this boss. It will get rid of the gear score warning for damage reduction. So 1890 is the sweet spot. There are 3 stones, a red, blue, and green. You want to go red or green first, and you want to save the blue for last. What I mean by that is the boss will put a mark on one of your teammates' heads. That mark indicates which teammate he's going to charge at. So just stand behind one of these stones when he charges at you, almost similar to the dynamite in the first boss, and it will stun him, allowing you to do damage. When he charges at the stones, he will release a kobold from one of the previous boss fights. Avoid the kobold if you can, just keep focusing on chirping down the damage of the boss. Here I'm going to avoid this kobold. My teammate is going to get a mark, and the boss is going to chase him across the room into the green stone. One thing to note is if you're standing in front of him, he will trample you and one-shot you. So I do recommend getting out of his way when he's chasing the person with the mark. Here he's chasing my teammate. Another teammate standing in front of him. Unlucky. And you're gonna just repeat this cycle. It gets a little crazy at the end when you have all 3 kobolds running around. Do make sure you're standing by one of the stones in case you get the mark, because you won't have a lot of time to run to it. So just kind of stand by them just in case. You'll see the room get a little chaotic. One thing to note about the dragon is he will stand up on his hind legs and do a tornado attack that is pretty powerful, and he will throw his breath at you pretty much across the room. And there are dynamite on the floor as well. There's quite a bit of things to avoid here. If you can keep judgment on the boss, is a really helpful thing. Otherwise, you're basically moving around dodging stuff the entire time. I do advise using auto lock if you can, just because there's so many distractions. But that's basically CTF. I appreciate you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will try my best to get back to them. Thank you.